Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top left side as their orange Ayyubids. We have he played against. Spawn top bottom right side as the magenta Japanese with LoueMT. And let's just push it forward to the fishies. Japanese do get cheaper fishing boats. Ayyubids also is poking out some fishies as well. Wait. I only see two shorefish here. Did he destroy one of the shorefish? He may have destroyed two of the shorefish, so maybe go no more than 2 or 3 fishing boats. Wait, there's 2 here? No, there's 3 here. You can see there's 2 fishing deposits right next to each other. I think. Here, I'm going to slow down. Let's see. Is that 1 or 2? That looks like 2 to me. Am I crazy? That may be just 1. Ah, each of the watering holes only have 2 fish deposits. I could have sworn they had like 3 or 4, but also now maybe the recent patch made it down to 2? Interesting. Either way, there's not a whole lot of fish out. Let's see. First, I think the fishing boat cost reduction in the Japanese is a little bit too strong. If they were cheaper like this, but have a longer production time, I would say that'd be a bit more reasonable. But right now they're 45 versus 75. That's a massive cost reduction. Maybe increase the Japanese fishing boat's build time up to 30 to 35 seconds. Don't go for too many fishing boats. There's just not a lot of fish. It may be actually better just to simply send villagers and collect it up by villager. Now, we do not have the Koto Township not being put on the field. The Koto Township allows you to produce shinobi. They specialize in scouting, sabotage, and assassination. Plus gives you 1 shinobi upon completion. Over here, of course, this is bugged, where you don't see it being researched up there. We do have the economic wing growth. Upon completion, give you 3 villagers, and orchards have additional food. The other one is possible with just immediate wood completion, which doesn't seem that great to me. That feels like pretty weak. Could be useful. And military wing reinforcements gives you desert raiders, and cavalry units gain ability to construct siege weapons. Over here, blacksmith damage and armor technologies are free, but only for that current age stuff. Culture wing logistics give you 2 dervish, so it's not uncommon in age 3-1 to get 2 dervish for picking up relics. The culture wing advance is also pretty good as well, make it cost less and faster. Okay, it's 3 dervish, and this will be still 40% less. Trade wing bazaar is also not a common one. All these trades are better in each age. Shinobi pushing forward. Shinobi does have a reasonable attack speed, good damage, bonus damage versus melee. So they're anti-melee specialists. They is putting a good number of them. They do cost 120 and heavy in gold. You can see the sabotage ability there. Disables production as well as get some good damage over time. What was it, 200? Yep, they do also have a blink and a spy, which basically is changeling. I don't know why I best refer it to like StarCraft 2 stuff. There's another sabotage there, so it's getting some more good damage on this structure. They are light melee, so the counter to them are archers, but it looks like he's not eyeing to do anything. He's going to just turtle in with some outposts here. His opponent has put out a dock here. And Japanese player can, of course, make good usage of those cheaper fishing boats. Right forward, we also got a horseman on the field as well as a scout, so you can pull out some. Eventually, let's see, stable. Eventually, mounted samurai. Bannerman, of course, requires increase of limits. Both these upgrade arrow slots as well, so we'll be able to get some additional arrows. And now he's immediately going for the culture ring advancements, which will be his Castle Age. Japanese players are very, very far from aging up, nowhere near enough gold. And with the Castle Age, he will be able to pull out Camel Lancers, crossbows, and Gilams. Against Shinobis do have good attacks, so they would be very reasonable versus Gilams. Archers still be the best counter for that, but some Camel Lancers probably pretty good versus these horsemen as well. We do see a stable in the field, 2 stables, so he's going to eye for some Camel Lancers. There's H3. He does have a bit of gold to work with, so not going to gold for a moment. He will still have the Camel Lancers on the way. He has enough gold for another pair of Camel Lancers. Outpost against the fires, not currently fortified. He's trying. Oh, that was not for a repair. He's still trying to expand the region. This outpost was sabotaged. His outpost has gone down. 2 Camel Lancers now go out on the field. They do have 4 armor. Does get +2 damage almost immediately. Shinobi may need to blink away. They do. Oh yeah, they do bonus damage the longer they charge. But their base damage was 20 when they first popped out. Are there some sort of bug involving these guys? Look at it. I just want to sell like 20 plus 2. Maybe there's a Middle Age variant of them. Weird, I thought I saw something there. Am I crazy? Did I see it saying 20 then plus 2? Or 20 plus 2 and then just change 22? You got a horseman here. Camel Lancers trying to engage the horseman. Floating gate now being deployed on the field. The floating gate gives them a unique relic variant to potentially give them increased production speed or give them free resource generation. I think the free resource generation is probably the more powerful effect for them. Give enough time, you probably can get a decent amount of gold, free gold generation of fishing boats on patrol move. So we got a good number of Shinobi here. This guy is there, but it looks like it failed. Maybe the nearby scout spotted them. Camel Lancers all push way forward. He may need to blink away. Got a couple horsemen to draw some fire for the time being. One horseman does go down. Turn around and engage. One of the Shinobi do go down. And all Shinobi will go down. Now it's going for some mounted archers. The Onimusha are a crossbow alternative. Basically, I think their damage output is very similar to a crossbow. I think they hit a little bit less, but they do have greatly increased movement speed, as well as cost a little bit more. Their health is still crossbow damage. These guys also are affected by Camel Unease, which makes it so that these guys are actually really can't counter Camel Lancers, can they? They may get the bonus versus anti-heavy, but they just don't have. They get hit by the Camel Unease a little bit too much. Bonus damage is still reasonable, +9. Good number of these villagers trying to go down there. Camel Lancers slowly being whittled down. More Camel Lancers pushing their way forward. Now I think I see one reason why he was pushing Camel Lancers so quickly, because the Japanese don't really have a super hard counter to them other than Spearmen, of course. Camel Lancers still running around, getting some good damage on kills on these villagers. So far, 6 of them went down. I thought he would have got more by now. But did some economic damage as well by keeping his opponent's units inside the town center. More Camel Lancers being employed on the field. Also has a dervish. The archer range does have increased production speed. ASM providing immediate 300 wood value. Good hits there.
انتبهوا جميعا. نحن نتعرض لقصف شديد. نتعرض للقصف.
So the Ayyubid players now eyeing for mass archers, which will reasonably fight the Onimusha. They do have 5.5 range. They do actually have longer range than regular archers, but they don't have any inherent range armor. So I've got some mounted samurai being pulled on the field, as well as we do have a Uma Bannerman. Right now, the Uma Bannerman is cavalry attack bonus plus 50% to help them counter out the camel unease. And more of the mounted archers pushed before. These outposts have been rebuilt but not re-upgraded. Last, this gold deposit is going to be claimed. Got some more gold over here and way over here. Orange has claimed 2 relics, Magenta has claimed 1. Both of them have 1 picked up. There's some hits there, guys. The Bannerman pushed forward as a heavy cab. And those mounted archers do see some hits. Remember, they only have 80 health. They have the same health as these archers. It may be useful for having horsemen having more health, but these guys do not. Of course, if you also want archers with low health, there's always the Yumi archers. Dervish is going down. And I'll just find some more nuts. Camel Lancers may go down, take quite a bit of damage there. So as the camel unease radius doesn't affect all the way out to the maximum range of the Onimusha. Dervish going on down. I got some villagers getting hit by a Camel Lancer as well. Orange has been doing a good job of killing off villagers. Speaking of which, let's see, we do have the Daimyo Manor and the Suraga Town Center here. No Daimyo Manor nor Palace. And the fishies have been claimed here, or being claimed here. Dervish does go down. Got more fish being claimed over here as well. Man, Samurai does block that attack with the with its deflection ability, and this one will escape on out of there, looks like. Or not being pursued properly, and it's still being pursued by the Camel Lancer. And now got additional towns that are being flooded by orange. Magenta does have a second town center, which did even out the differences between the two. And Samurai will kill off that one village before going down. Got a good number of villagers here exposed. That one does go down as well. And now just complete this gold deposit. Right now, there's not a lot of gold deposits safe for orange to claim. A couple crossbows here, very nice. And now got a good number of villagers here, very exposed. A couple camel lancers here, microing the Unamusha. Camel lancers engaging these forces. And Magenta was forced on back there. Ooh, Magenta got a good number of villager kills with this camel lancer. I should get the Daimyo mana relatively soon. And now got a single archer ship here, providing excellent shore bombardment. Archer ships are very good versus light units. And the rest of Magenta's force there will be cleaned on up. Got these lancers here. We got some samurai on the field. Samurai, they do have the Odachi. So all of them get bonus versus village or infantry. Not versus camels, however. Camels get some good kills on these villagers. Both sides been, especially orange, been doing a good job of just killing villagers. Shinto priest here. You know, I'm trying to think what the other landmark the Japanese have. I've only ever seen the floating gate as a landmark. The other ones must be really, really worthless if people only go for that, for the floating gates. Samurai will be very useful versus these. There's actually a mix of crossbows and archers there. Got Maganel not being pulled on out, or the Manjaki, Maneki, however you pronounce that. So I'm just gonna call it Maganel. That one easily goes down. Maganel variant push way forward. Do have a spring golem placement being upgraded. That one needs a. It's an archer there. Needs to focus down the Maganel. It does have. It would be able to do 21 damage per shot. There's a flame attack. It does do good fire damage, but the AoE effect is not very good versus these small structures, honestly. Scout taking some hits there from the archer ship. Orange is a sizable army here. Magenta is going for army of samurai. Does have the nearby bannerman to increase the damage to these right units by 15%. There's not a whole lot of crossbow smoke. Going for a good number of battle rams now. Maganel here, very good. I'll help engage these archers and crossbows. Trying to go for the Maganel. Camel lancers are getting intercepted by the samurai. Maganel is still very much alive. Needs some more hits there. Samurai push way forward. Crossbows on the back line. Trying to build out more of the battering rams. Spring Gold firing away. Gets some hits there on the camel lancers. Batter ram pushes way forward. Maganels can do both, or have siege damage, so it will do full damage here. It looks like the samurai decided to just rip it apart. After all, they're unescorted. The outpost here will be upgraded, fortified into spring gold. Shinto priest getting some healing there. This forge has been upgraded with bonus, giving us extra gold generation per minute. Samurai trying to push way forward, but this area is very urbanized, so they're having trouble pushing way forward. There's a good amount of range force here. Spring Gold replacements start hitting the Mangonel. Does go down there to the Spring Gold. We got the drop banner there. It will last for another 16 seconds. Mangonel's fire gets a great hit there on the crossbows. Have two Mangonels here, push way forward. The Samurai push way forward. Mangonels find some good hits there on the crossbows. The outpost will go down. And the batter ram as well. Got a good number of villagers there clicking up the deer, but the Inspire run out. Spring All placement, just picking off these guys a little bit. Another line of palisade walls going on up. Samurai over here, getting some damage on the camel lancers. Palisade wall taking some fire. Got a couple farmhouses here. Not sure why he's putting farmhouses there. A little bit too far forward, in my opinion. Villager takes some hits there. Outpost May got fully destroyed there. Got Mangonel still up here. Villagers start going on down. Lances do fall back in time. Magician's trying to push forward through the walls over here. Orange is falling back on to intercept them. Got a good number of crossbows. Iron Fire mix of Gilongs as well. With that number of crossbow field, maybe go for the Ona Bushida. How do we pronounce it? Ona Yugishia, which are a high attack speed melee unit. That's light. Crossbows do bonus damage versus heavy. The engineers are being employed by the Japanese, and I'll aim for the +1 melee damage. Samurai will go down there. We do not have the Shogunate Castle now being researched by the Daimyo Palace. And this one is not being upgraded to Daimyo Manor whatsoever. Samurai will... Well, all except for one will go down. Another 6 cycling catch up here. Orange does have a sizable crossbow armor with a handful of Gilon archers. Let's see, do we see the next age just yet? Nope, he's currently tier 3. That's what the trading post. Since he is the absentancy variation, he will get the discounted traders. Post has been pulled out there, trying to repair up this gate now. Magano finds a pretty sizable volley there. Barrier bushes are causing movement issues. 3 spring goals versus 2. Now it's going to be 3v3. The spring goals can start engaging each other. There's a engagement. Both of them have taken out one. And that wall will go down. Looks like it's 4 deploying out spring gold somewhere. But these 2 were built out by infantry already. As spring gold goes down. More units over there. Got some walls as well. In the Ayyubids, we need to pull back these villagers away from these berry bushes, or he's going to lose them. Now I got this dock now getting towards down, but of course there's no more fishies for it to collect, so it's not very important. Nor over here. While the Ayyubids dock is still useful, providing +1 golden age point. Castle of a Crow now being pulled on the field. Castle Crow's being pulled out right there. The Castle Crow acts as a castle, periodically can spawn treasure caravans from selecting a neutral trading post. Treasure caravans provide a large amount of resources upon reaching the Castle of Crow. It's basically a one-time, very powerful trader. I'm talking about like maybe 2,000 resources, like something absurd like that. It does also act as a free castle, which does have that rocket emplacement for good 10-point damage. Let's take out the village there before building the outpost. Big round of research there. Looks like the Ayyubids did get another age. I'm not sure which one he got. He may have the blacksmith research. No, it's not. I think he went for the one with all the free desert raiders then? No, I have no idea which one he actually went for. Military wing, he did go for the one for the reinforcing free desert raiders. Samurai will start going down here. Wonder how Lord how many desert raiders will get. It's like 4 at this point, right? 4 every minute or 4 every 2 minutes. Maybe larger number. Elite Desert Raider research as well, so he's going to make him fully upgraded, barring elite armor tactics. He may not have biology just yet, but he is going for a bombard. Samurai push way forward. Got a good number of bandit mana as well. He has a good number of Maganos here, 2. And 4 spring also escort. Rolls a sizable miss there. Up here, looking at those camel lancers. I'm curious if the advanced trader on the field, I don't know if it's instantly available or what. Or just keep it selected. It'll be available another 2 minutes, so maybe being brought in now. Magano finds an okay hit there. Takes out one of the spring golds. Samurai push way forward, but there's too many crossbows there. Annihilate's a pretty good formation there. More of the Samurai push way forward. But the Samurai just getting annihilated at the moment. Good hit there on the crossbows, trying to get back behind the walls. Get some hits there on these forces. Over here, we do have more Samurai push way forward. The amount of gold he could potentially harass. We've got a good number of traders also being pulled on the field. So if the Samurai break on in, they can kill off all the traders. Spring golds going down. Or spring golds have gone down. Magenta's Maganels will be able to reign supreme. Now, based on his walls from not going down, but so far has not been taking good engagements. His bonus is pulling out good counters to the Samurai, which he's just going for even more Samurai. Elon saw push before. They have torched down through a line of walls, trying to reinforce walls of stone. The rocket attack does do really good damage versus units, so 2-shot the Gilons. Samurai now engaging the various traders, getting some good hits there. Bombard here. More stone walls going on up here. Mangonels get a massive hit there, cleaving through half of that army. And now the Samurai's cleaving through the rest of it. Order just lost a massive army here. The Mangonels are perfectly fine. In the Gilons next. Samurai taking out the Dervish. As the Gilons are now down. And that army will be cleaned on up. More Samurai here, engaging the hand cannoneers. Samurai engaging these various forces. Got elite desert raiders now push way forward. And now we've got also some Samurai hitting some of these villages in the back line as well as the Gilons. Let's see, right now he has 21 desert raiders. I'm not super sure how many desert raiders he gets per wave. It probably is a sizable amount. Line and power slide walls there. That is a large number of camel lancers. He needs some spearmen, honestly, at this point in time. These camel lancers also have an absurd amount of armor. Our desert raiders actually have good melee armor for some other reason. So right now they have 13 armor. The samurai will actually have trouble versus them. They're doing like 8 damage per strike. So he needs actual spearmen right now. He is trying to pull out some Ayyubids, which are not going to be good for those steppe desert raiders. Their armor is just far too high for the high attack speed of those units to be actually useful. He needs to get out regular spearmen. He has a handful of regular spearmen, but nothing too significant. Better not being pulled on the field to help cleave through this area. There's traders right there. Got these camelons push way forward. Next one's in 18 seconds, so we can take a look at that, see how many desert raiders he gets. But maybe not be able to pull out as long as he's at pop cap. If it goes over pop cap, that can be very powerful. Oh, it may have not given him anything since he was at pop cap. And doesn't reset the timer there. That is a little bit BS, honestly. Baron has not cleaved to the walls. The samurai over here can clean on up. Desert Raiders are just simply a counter to the samurai. Got now the ownership Shigas before. They should be able to rip apart these siege weapons, no problem. Hanging out right forward. A castle just spawned in a trader somewhere. There it is. I think it's that one. Maybe not. Elongs to take out those units. Camp Desert Raiders push right forward. Good number of hand cannons back here. Treasure caravan. Here it is. Yeah, that does provide about 2,000 resources. Taking this out is incredibly important. He's not taking that out. He doesn't realize it. And there we go. He just got about 2,000 resources from that. 600, 600, 600, like 200. Yeah, that was 2,000 resources, not more. Orange now kind of sees a bunch of stone there. Orange has a sizable army on the field. Both sides are not pop cap at the moment. Both are at the same population level as well. Right now, Magenta has half the army value of his opponent. Now it's going for his last melee or auto tactics. Is a more powerful variant of the elite army, just giving extra torch damage. Which honestly, he probably should have got a long time ago. That would have greatly helped him out. Has a bit of food and gold to work with. And constantly pick up the relics there. As we're just pushing it forward, does find a gap there. The stone walls are not complete. We got a handful of spearmen here. They are elite spearmen now, which will allow them to counter these desert raiders. Going for more spearmen is definitely in order. More gold being seized down here. He does have a handful of traders of own, but they're getting hit. Number of desert raiders and lancers right here. Magenta's trying to engage. There's a handful of crossbows and hand cannoneers here. Doesn't have his final level of blacksmith research either. Now with the Ode Tactics now research, he should be able to get these armor should be significantly more powerful. More of these villagers are getting hit. Spearmen and samurai need to hit those reinforced harassers. Magenta's army is now breaking on through. Thanks to Ode Tactics getting having additional health and damage, just go a long ways. Camelot's now starting to go down. Bannerman's across an area getting more damage right now. These elite samurai now doing up to 25 damage per strike, which is much more than what they were doing before. And now he's able to take these engagements much better thanks to Ode Tactics. The rest of this gold is not being claimed. That's a flask of gold on his side of the map, barring this deposit here, which doesn't have a whole lot left. Magenta does have a bit of gold here to work with, but not a whole lot as well. He may want to start eyeing to pull out more forges and start throwing the relics inside of them. Golden Age tier 4 now research. Siege units cost 20% less to produce. And when it gets to tier 5, camel units attack 25% faster, or 20% faster. I don't know why, that looks like a bunch of potatoes to me. Potatoes on the back of the parts of the traders. I've got a good number of stone walls here. The Japanese player does not have any range units to mount on top of those walls. Bombards not push right forward. You now give them a half price as well, so they can be a bit much cheaper. The stone walls have now been breached. A couple culverins here as well as bombards. Got a fortified outpost here. His arm here is a little bit small, looks like. Yeah, it's about 50-something units. That actually is all of his army at the moment. Yes, both players have 130 villagers. Gentle Priest getting some healing there. These guys did actually need a little bit of healing. More walls going on down. Start pushing forward. Spearman will do some good work. Good number of hand cannoneers, however. Mangonel needs to start pushing forward to hit these hand cannoneers. Let's find a volley there. Finds a good hit onto them. And now with the Ona should be engaged in the flank. They do have really good damage. Great Mangonel shot there. Orange army is getting disintegrated due to these good flank and good hits. Culverins, one of them will get any damage there. It too will go, one of them will go down. Let's both will go down. Camelot's just trying to push way forward and hit these siege weapons, reinforcing over here. And does not take out the other culverin, just trying to save his siege weapons. Deputy player does have a good amount of resources in reserve. Actually has a bit of stone as well. Another line of stone walls going on up for about 200 stone. And last push way forward, we'll find some of the outposts armed with spring galls. So help keep his trade protected, to say the least. And Japanese player has a good gold reserve. Ayyubids have all good resources and good reserve. The Japanese player is just lacking a bit of wood, which he's not deploying a whole lot of units that requires wood, plus he's just buying a whole round of battering rams, which is probably fine. You could try throwing some of those relics inside the lumber camps to get some wood generation if you don't want to get any lumber villagers collecting up wood. Try and go for wall seconds there. That wall segment took a large number of hits there, but it is alive, sort of. Gonna replace the gate. Villagers getting annihilated there, and there goes the walls. Magenta's army and Orange Army's now engaging. Magenta's army's melee force is connecting right now. Doesn't have to worry about distance, and most of it is fighting right now. So I saw something. It looks like these guys were stacking over each other quite a bit. Oh, these Naginata units have 1 tile range, so their tile range is actually pretty good. Versus, say, the Spearmen at 0.35 tile range. So those Naginata units are actually a good unit to mix into your army because they will reach past your other units. Sort of like phalanx. That is something very important to note. And that's one reason why Magenta's army felt like it did a good amount of damage. It looked like it was all fighting in a small area when it was entirely melee. And that's because it had good range. Interesting. Maybe I'm underestimating these guys a little bit. Mixing a handful of them is a good idea. I know their attack damage output can be very high, but the fact they can stack up damage like that is very powerful. Stone gate will be built there. Villagers will escape on the high ground. Could actually repair from up there as well. Magenta's now trying to pass through his gate. Engage. Magenta's also trying to torch through over here. Got some Giloms here to engage. Bannerman does go down, which will give a lingering effect. Thus these forces are just going to try to torch down the keep, which is not a good idea. These guys trying to go for the neutral trade posts. And the Japanese player does have quite a bit of stones saved up. If he's able to pull out a keep over here to help engage, that could be very powerful. Guys trying to engage, the Lancers have less armor than Desert Raiders, so they will take more damage from the Naginata units. Got these units falling back, take a bit of damage there. So we've got a big line of Spring Golds here. 5 of them looks like. And there's also now a good number of Meganels as well. And the Naginatas will beat the Lancers due to their stacking damage or longer range. And Canadians taking some hits there. There's a good number of Mangonels here, 3 of them. Finds a pretty sizable hit there on the army. With this many Mangonels, they can even cleave through regular units. 3 golds. If they don't have any targets, they can just shoot everything. The damage output's good. Mangonels do also good damage versus buildings, so maybe want to start focusing it down. All in all, getting some good damage here on these units. There goes that keep. Bombard engage, but we'll perhaps get a hole in this wall. It will not get a hole in that wall, but barely. Their players has a good reserve of resources, so does the Ayyubids. Now 3 culverins here, that will be useful versus all these targets. Samurai does go down to the culverin. It does got some of these siege weapons. Looks like mostly Sprinkles going down. The Mangonels looks like being saved. Want them to go down there. Japanese players eyeing for more samurais, more the Naginatas. Naginatas over here engaging. Got some scouts. I saw an unusually large number of scouts there. That may have been a misclick. Sound opportunity forward. The Rangers are starting to get overran. More of the Camel Lancers, or Desert Raiders. They do have great armor. They'd be a bit more effective as a Samurai. The damage output is actually pretty reasonable as well. 22 base damage. The Lancer has looks like 30. Overrun's firing away. Let's get some more of these siege weapons. Culver's not pushing way forward. Hand Cannoneers still firing away. More Hand Cannoneers will still be always good. Crossbows will be good as well. Right now it's lacking a bit of gold in reserves. Japanese players are falling back. Japanese players also killed off a good number of his own villagers in order to pull out more units. Field a larger army. He has good units in mountain reserve. They need some more barracks. And he has a good number of them, but it still may not be enough. His villager count is to a bit of a minimal amount, but will allow him to get more pushing power. He got an army of 96 versus 40. His opponent is at pop cap, so 40 is roughly his max at the moment. He has too many villagers in the field. He has a good number of traders, which is good for gold, of course. But he may want to kill off some of his own villagers. Honestly, take all these villagers building that keep and sack them. Once they're done building, of course. Did I hear also Golden Age? Yeah, he has Golden Age tier 5. Do outposts count for Golden Age? Outposts do count as Golden Age, so if he loses too many outposts, it will put him below an age. He did sacrifice a bunch of workers there. Those villagers have been brought him back. Magnals are here in good numbers. Got a good number of Camel Lancers trying to flank around. Maybe a good idea to go stay on this side of the gate at the moment. Push down some of the walls. Batterings push forward. Culverins should be a rip apart these batterings. This point, I won't say there's too many culverins, but against this many Mangonels, maybe not. Right now their damage is 102, which will allow them to one-shot the Mangonels. I got the Naganatas now trying to torch down these markets. There's a keep here, but he will lose some of these traders. He does have a bit of gold and wood to replace them with. He has a good amount of gold and food stored up as well. Very good amount of food. The Japanese player is actually a little bit low in wood. And he has put some of these in the lumber camps, getting some decent wood generation. Orange has 3 relics, Magenta has 2. Let's try to push way forward. Magenda's not pushing forward. He does, of course, can feel a larger army on the field at the moment. Power over on the siege weapons. Battering's starting to go down. Magenda's Mangonels starting to go down. He may want to push forward his Mangonels to counter barrage the siege weapons there. Mangonels can be useful against siege weapons, though they're having trouble with the approach. Does fire one shot off there. Magenta has a good amount of units reinforcing right now. He's lost all of his Mangonels, but his reinforcements should be streaming across the map. More Desert Raiders here. He does have access to the infantry support, increasing the armor of nearby infantry units. And this keep will be start torching down. Right now these guys do 24 torch damage. Even with the nearby House of Wisdom's influence and additional fire armor, that simply was not enough. He's in hits there with the Mangonels. now he's lacking enough Gilons to engage the front line. More forces here, engage the various Desert Raiders. This one's now trying to push way forward. Gain some hits on the Mangonels as well as some on the traders. Mangonels have gone down. Those are starting to get hit. Ayyubids player is starting to receive quite a bit of damage right now. Having trouble remaxing. Has good enough Gilons to build Q. But it's running low on gold. There's good enough Cannoneers. Machetta's army has been cleaned up right there. More reinforcements streaming on in. And Orange decides to back up the game now. It's Anna Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.